Yeah, the time is up. Please select the options that you have got. And once I explain this question, I'll open the floor to your queries. So VSM, you can ask the queries once I complete solving this question. So please select the answers that you have got. So we'll see what they're asking. In this question, they're saying that in a 500-meter race, B starts 45 meters ahead of A, but A wins the race while B is still 35 meters behind. What is the ratio of speeds of A to B, assuming that both start at the same time? So what we need to find out is we need to find out speed of A to the speed of B. This is what we need to find out. Mark this thing here. And the scenario is there is this 500 meters race. This 500 meters. And B starts 45 meters ahead of A. When A is here, B is here. This is 45 meters. And but A wins the race. So B is ahead of A, but A wins the race. So A is here, while B is still 35 meters behind. So B is 35 meters behind. This is 35 meters. So in this case, the total from here to here, it's 500 meters. And according to the question, B starts 45 meters ahead. And when B is still here, that is 35 meters behind, A completes the race and he wins the race. So this distance is, for example, you need to add these two, 45 plus 35, that is 80. Sorry, this is 80. So we need to calculate 500 minus 80. So this is 500 meters minus 80 meters. That is equal to 420 meters. And let us set up the chart here. This is speed, time, distance. So we need the speed of A, let that be A. And then we have time, let the time be T. And distance covered by A is the whole 500 meters. A covers 500 meters. Let the speed of B be SB. So B also takes the same time to reach from here till here. So B takes around the same time to reach the spot. That is T. And he covers a distance of 420 meters. And we know that speed into time is equal to distance. And let's multiply this. SA into T is equal to 500. And then we have SP into T is equal to 420. And let's divide this equations. So SA into T by SP into T is equal to 500 by 420. And TT gets cancelled. 0, 0. 225 is 221 is. This is 25 by 21. 25 is to 21. The correct option is A. If you still have any doubt, you can please ask. Raise your hand and we'll let you ask your query. I hope the question is clear. Around 62% have answered A. If you still have any doubt, you can still ask. If there is no more doubt, we'll move to the next question. Okay, we'll move to the next question. Take 3 minutes to solve this question. Yeah, the time is up. Please select the options that you have got in the channel. Around 20% have selected A, 50% for B, 30% for C, and none for D. So we'll see what they're asking. So two cities A and B are 360 kilometers apart. A car goes from A to B with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour and returns to A with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. What is the average speed of the car? We need to calculate the average speed. So please remember this. And they're saying A to B. This is 360 kilometers. And the averages are average speed to go from A to B is 640, and from again B to A is 60. This is 60 kilometers per hour, and the answer is also in kilometers per hour. And this distance is also in kilometers. So you don't have to worry about converting any units here. Just draw up the chart. We have speed, we have time, and we have distance. So from A to B, the speed is 40, and the time we don't know. Let that be T1, and the distance covered is 360. And from again B to A, that speed is 60. Let that time be T2, and then the distance is 360. So we have average speed formula is equal to total distance upon total time. So what is T1? T1 is we have speed into time is equal to distance. We know time is equal to distance by time. So distance by time, speed. This is d by s. So that is equal to, in this case, it is 360 by 40. It is equal to 9. And T2 is equal to 360 divided by 60. That is 6. So we have total time, that is T1 plus T2 is equal to 15 hours. That is 9 plus 6, 15 hours. In total distance is equal to 360 into 2. So we have average speed is equal to 2 into 360 divided by 15. So we have 5, 3 5s are, 3 120s are, and 5 1s are, 5 2s are, 5 4s are. This 48. The average speed is 48 kilometers per hour. The correct answer is option B. I hope you've understood this. If you still have any doubts, please do ask. There is no more doubt. We'll go to the next question then. Okay, we'll go to the next question. So please take 3 minutes to answer this question. So people who have, the time is over. People who have not yet voted, please select the options that you have got. So we have 9 votes, around 22% voters have selected A, 37 for B, 36 for option C. So let's see what this question is asking. A daily train is to be introduced between station A and station B, starting from each end at 6 a.m. And the journey is to be completed in 42 hours. What is the number of trains needed in order to maintain the shuttle service? So this question doesn't require any formula. This is a logic-based question. So what they're saying is there is 2 stations, station A and station B, and they want to start a daily shuttle service. For example, let's say today is 15th, 6 a.m. So this is 15th March, 6 a.m. 16th, 6 a.m. 17th, 6 a.m. So what they're saying is the train starts from each station at 6 a.m. in the morning, and it takes 42 hours. The distance to travel this distance from A to B, the time it takes is 42 hours. They are saying what is the minimum trains that are required to maintain the shuttle service. So let's assume that today, 15th of today morning, a train has left from here and another train has left from here. So this would have reached somewhere in middle. By tomorrow morning, this would not have reached, this train would have not reached the station B because it takes 42 hours. So it would be somewhere here. This train, let's say this is P and Q. So P would be somewhere here, the train P, and Q would be somewhere here. So next day morning, these two trains would be in the middle of the journey. This would not be at any other station. So we cannot use the same trains to start the shuttle service at 6 a.m. So we need one more train here, PQR, to leave at 16th at 6 a.m. And then we need one more S train to start from here on 16th 6 a.m. And then what happens is, in another, for example, on 17th 6 a.m., we would have this Q here in the station. Q would be standing here, and Q can be used to start the shuttle. So in this way, we need at least 4 trains, P, Q, R, and S, to maintain the daily shuttle service. This is a pure logic-based question. This doesn't need any formula. I hope you have understood this. If you still have any doubts, please ask. Next question. Please take 3 minutes to solve this question. Yeah, the time is up. Please select the options that you have got. Around 25% have got A, and 25% have got B. C is now 30, 33, 33, 33. Equally, it's distributed. Please select the options that you have got. You see what the question is asking. So there is this A and B. A and B walk around a circular park. They start at 8 a.m. from the same point in the opposite direction. A and B walk at a speed of 2 rounds per hour and 3 rounds per hour, respectively. So A would be walking at 2 rounds per hour. This is A. And B would be walking at 3 rounds per hour. And they're asking how many times shall they cross each other after 8 a.m. and before 9:30 a.m. They're starting at 8 a.m. So there is this scenario. So they're starting here, A and B. So B is going in this direction. A is going in this direction. A is doing 2 rounds per hour. B is doing 3 rounds per hour. So in these type of question, you can use relative motion. So for example, you can make this B motionless, or you can stop this B. If you want to stop this B, he's going in this direction. You have to add a speed in this direction. That is 3 rounds per hour. So the effective speed of A with respect to B is 5 rounds per hour. The effective speed of A is 5 rounds per hour, and this B would be sitting at the same position. He would not move. So we are doing this using the relative concept, because that would be much more easier. So B would be here, and B's speed we would add the opposite direction. So 3 in this side, 3 in this side. B would stay stationary at this position. A would be moving at 5 rounds per hour with relative to B. So we are making B stagnant, and A would be moving at 5 rounds per hour. So they are saying from 8 to 9:30. How many times will they meet? So according to R, this thing, B would be sitting here itself, and A is normally taking, and A is taking 5 rounds in an hour. So 8 to 9, A will cross 5 times. So 1 here he'll go. So in 1 hour, he will take 5 times. So 8 to 9, he meets B 5 times. And from 9 to 9:30, so since this is 5 rounds per hour, he would have taken 2.5 rounds. But what happens is in one round, so for the first round, he would meet B once. The second round, he would meet B twice. And he would have completed by 9:30 only half the round. This is only half. So this is 1 round, this is 2 rounds. So from 9 to 9:30, he would have met B only 2 times. So the total is 5 plus 2, that is 7. So he would have met 7 times. And at 9:30, he would have been in the middle. And B would be stationary there. So totally, he would have met B 7 times. And the correct option is option A. I think there will be some doubt. If you have any doubt, please ask. 3 minutes to solve this. Yeah, the time is up. Please select the options that you have got. There are 10 votes. Option B is 50%, option C is 50%. 5 people have voted for B and 5 people have voted for C. And no one has voted for A or D. So let's see how to solve this question. So what they're saying is a freight train left from Delhi for Bombay at an average speed of 40 kilometers per hour. 2 hours later, an express train left Delhi for Mumbai, following the freight train on a parallel track at an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour. How far from Delhi would the express train meet the freight train? So we have Delhi here. So we have Delhi, and then we have Mumbai, and there are 2 tracks. And what they're saying is from first one freight train left Delhi at 40 kilometers per hour, and after 2 hours, one more train here, express train, in a parallel track has left at 60 kilometers per hour. So they are asking, since express train is faster than the freight train, express train will try to cover that speed and meet the freight train. Freight is nothing but luggage, goods train. This is goods train. Freight is nothing but goods train. And this is express train. So they are saying how far from Delhi would the express train meet the freight train? So we can set up the chart here. We have speed, time, and distance. So we have this express train. The express train or the goods train is 40 kilometers. The speed of the goods train is average speed is 40 kilometers per hour. And let that take t time to, we don't know the distance d, and the express train, at the speed of express train, that is they are given 60 kilometers per hour, and that takes t minus 2. So this express train has left 2 hours later. So when they meet, this would have taken only t minus 2 hours to reach the, for example, let this be a point where this is from Delhi. Let this be D. Let this D be here. And to reach this point, they would have taken the same, this would have taken t minus 2 and this has taken t. This distance is the same. They reach at the same, they meet at the same point. So we equate this. So because we know that speed into time is equal to distance, and in both the cases the distance is same, they cover the same distance. So 40 into t is equal to 60 into t minus 2. So 40t is equal to 60t minus 120. And if this goes here and this goes in this direction, so this is 20t, 40 minus 60 minus 40t, 60t minus 40t is equal to 120. That is 20t is equal to 120, and t is 6 hours. Now they are asking what is the distance from like how far from Delhi would the express train meet the freight train. So that d, we need to calculate d here, and that d is nothing but 40 into t. So 40 into t, t in this case is 6 hours, that is 240 kilometers. So the express train would cross the freight train or meet the freight train after traveling 240 kilometers from Delhi. So the answer is C. I hope you have got this. If you still have any doubt, you can ask. Please raise your hand and ask us all this. Yeah, the time is up. Please select the options that I have got. We have got 80% votes for option D, and for option A we have 10%. Option B we don't have anything. So we'll see how to solve this question. So they're saying the train is 200 meters long and is moving at a rate of 40 kilometers per hour. In how many seconds will it cross a man standing near the railway line? So we have this train. It is 200 meters and it is moving at 40 kilometers per hour. And there is this man. And we are asked in how many seconds will the train cross the person. So if the train has to cross this, so it has to, like for example, come here, and then when it has crossed it, this should be the case. So the whole length of the train should have crossed the person. So the total distance is 200 meters. So let's set up the chart. Speed, time, distance. And here in this case, please be very careful. They're asking 200 meters. They're given 200 meters and the speed is in kilometer per hour, and then they're asking the answer in seconds. So we need to convert this 400 kilometer per hour into meter per second. So we have the speed as 440 kilometer per hour. So for that we need to convert it into meter per second. That we have 40 kilometers, 40 into 1000 meters, and then per second it is 3600. Time we need to find out. Distance is 200 meters. We know speed into time is equal to distance, and then time is equal to distance divided by speed. So distance is 200 meters. Speed is, we have this thing, 40 into 1000, and then 3600 goes to the numerator here. This is 5 by 18. Like 5, this 2 zeros cancels, and this is 2 5s are and 2 18s are 36, and then we have this 2 here, and then 5 1s are 5 4s are 4 cancel, so the remaining is 18. So it takes 18 seconds to cross the railway line. So the answer is option D. So majority have got option D. If you still have any doubt, please ask, or else we'll move to the next question. I hope I've cleared the doubts. So we'll go to the next question. Take 3 minutes to solve this question. I've started the timer. Take 3 minutes to solve this question. So what they're saying is a car travels from place X to Y. There is X and there is Y. So there is this distance at an average speed of V kilometers from Y to X at an average speed of 2 V km per hour, and again from X to Y at an average speed of 3 V km per hour, and again from Y to X at average speed of 4 V km per hour. Then the average speed of the car for the entire journey is. So the car is moving from X to Y, and then again from Y to X, again from X to Y, again from Y to X. So let's set up the chart here. We need to calculate the average speed, and we need to find whether what is the average speed. And when you calculate, you will come to know whether for which option this is correct. So we have this chart: speed, time, distance. So the first time it is moving, the car is moving at V. Let the time be t1. From X to Y, the speed is V km per hour. And then again from Y to X, it is taking 2 V km per hour. And let that t be t2. This distance is same. Then again from X to Y, it is moving at 3V. Let that be t3. The distance is the same. And then again from Y to X, it is moving at 4V km per hour. Let that be 4V, and this is t4, and then the distance is same. Distance is same. So we have this average is equal to total distance upon total time taken. So we have total distance is 4D, t1, t plus d plus d plus t, 4D, and total time taken is t1 plus t2 plus t3 plus t4 plus t4. Now from the formula, S into t is equal to distance. So we have this t1 is equal to d by v, t2 is equal to d by 2v, t3 is equal to d by 3v, and t4 is equal to d by 4v. So let's substitute here. So average is equal to 4d divided by t1 is d by v, t2 is d by 2v, t3 is d by 3v plus d by 4v, and this is equal to 4d divided by, let's take d by v as common. We have 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 plus d and d here. So this d goes to the numerator. Then in the denominator, find out the sum of these fractions. How to find out the fractions? Sum. We need to find out is 1 by 1. We need to find out the LCM of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can just take Can you hear me now? This is 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 3. Let's take 2. 1, 3, and 2 ones are 3. So 2 into 2, 4, 3 are 12. We have LCM 12. This is 12 plus 6 plus 4 plus 3. This is equal to V into 12 divided by, this is 10, 22 plus 3, 25. And we have this here 4 into 4. This is equal to, this is equal to 48 by 25 into V, and this is less than, like 25 into 2 is 50. This is less than 2V. This is just less than somewhere close to 1.8 or something. I think 48 by 25 is 1.9 something. So this is just less than 2. So let's see the options. So it is less than V kilometers per hour. No, we have got it as 1.9 V kilometers per hour. So the correct option is it lies between 1 V to 2 V kilometers per hour. So the correct option is option B. I hope you have understood this calculation. If you still have any doubt, I mean, the basic formula is total distance upon total time. You calculate the time in terms of D and V, and then the numerator D and denominator D cancels. We have V left over here. This V goes to the numerator, 4V, and in the denominator we have this fraction. Add these fractions, then we have 48 by 25 around 1.9, and that's the option is B. If you still have any doubt, you can please ask the question. Thanks for coming, and I hope the session is useful. Good night. Thank you.